What is going on, guys? It's me, Severin7, and today we're going to be soldiering our way through the best of 3 ladder with Azorious soldiers. This deck has been super fun. It's got a bunch of new toys from the new set, and I'm really excited to share it with you guys. We're going to see if we can get to Mythic today, maybe. If not, we'll get very close because we're in Diamond already. So let's go ahead and put it through 20 matches and see how it does on the ladder. Alright, here we are, Azorious soldiers. So we have a pretty typical shell here with recruitment officers and wardens and harbins and valiant veterans and all that fun stuff. But a few notable additions are Soulstone Sanctuary being a nice addition to the land base that can give us a soldier on demand with vigilance. And it's kind of cool because it stays a creature, so I'm still up in the air about whether or not that's a positive thing or a negative thing. It's nice that we don't have to activate it every turn, but it can be a little unfortunate since it does die to board wipe. But I still like the card a lot and it's been very good in testing. Dryad Militant has been in a nice little addition in the main board. It's just a solid 2/1 and it really shuts down those Djinn decks. You know, they can still get back like the eyes and stuff like that, but it turns off the Djinns, it turns off all of their creatures that are reduced cost based on the number of instants and sorceries in the graveyard. So dropping this on turn 1 is just a really good way to hose those Azorious Djinn decks, and I'm really enjoying that. Unsummon, I honestly was really unreasonably excited to have just a regular unsummon back in the standard, but this card's fantastic. It gets a blocker out of the way, lets us get through, but it can also protect our own stuff, so it kind of serves double duty. And being able to protect like a Sky Strike officer, or you know, bounce a Knight Errant of Eos to convoke it again the following turn and get a bunch of fun stuff, it has been very good. Also playing 4 copies of Brightblade Stoat because I am just hard in on this card. A lot of people tell me, oh Severin, there's better 2-drops. I'm like, it's First Strike Lifelink. It's really good against aggressive decks. If they don't have removal, it's just a wall, and then you start pumping it up with Valiant Veterans and things like that, and it just gets out of hand. So other than that, we've got a couple of Mentor the Meeks and another new addition from Foundation. Just a really good way to kind of draw some extra cards later on in the game every time we're making some small creatures. And then a typical land base, couple of Restless Anchorages, some Fortified Beachheads because it's a free soldier land and it can also pump our soldiers later, or Cavern of Souls to stop our soldiers from getting countered. And then in the sideboard, we've got 3 Surge of Salvations to protect us from those red board wipes, as well as just an all-around hexproof deal. It's also really good at surprising the Golgari Vraska decks because it gives us hexproof as well. So it can either shut off a Vraska trigger from killing us, or it can turn off a whole bunch of other random things that target us, and it can be quite useful, but it's just also really good at stopping red board wipes from ruining our day. 3 Invasion of Gobakons as a way to pull important things out of our opponent's hands. This is more for control and heavy mid-range, domain, things like that, where we want to stop them from casting their big scary stuff. 3 Ghost Vacuums to deal with those pesky Delirium and Reanimation decks. This card is just bonkers. It's so good. I absolutely love this card. Can't say enough good things about it. 3 Disdainful Strokes to stop other mid-range and board wipe decks. Same thing to go along. It's basically just to go along with the Invasion of Gobakons, and then the Gates to do the same thing. So our biggest problem is control, so having the option to pick and choose what kind of control shell we want to side against is quite useful. The deck's been doing really great in testing, so we're going to put it through 20 matches and see how that goes. Let's go ahead and get right into it. All right, PJP Shine. Let's introduce him to the army. What's going first? This is a reasonable hand of magic cards, so we'll keep it. Opponent mulliganed. Forest and Citadel Stewart. Alright, so elves, most likely. Not Stewart, Stalwart. Yep, Cavern on Elf. Fauna Shaman, alright. Alright, so let's go Cavern on Soldier. And let's go ahead and play Recruitment Officer and Warden and tap everything. get our scry on. Don't need another mentor, we already got one. But we just have to try to build a bigger, scarier team than they do. Which is not impossible. Elves are not very reachy, and Harbin could definitely put us over the top of them easily. Thief Crown Visionary, yep, pump up the team. They just smack us for 5, that's fine. Alright, so let's Warden, Veteran. I think I'm just gonna go for looking for Harbin here. There he is. And that should be a GG's. Unless the opponent can remove 2 of our things. Or go absolutely bonkers here and find a way to get us first. Considering that we were on the draw. Soldiers soldiering it up, man. Opponent is thinking. Appreciate them letting me know. Thanks, opponent. Knight Aaron of Eos is such a busted card. Genesis Wave, alright. And they scoop it up. Game 2. I don't think we need anything against them. I think we just race them. Whoever gets there first wins. We've already got removal in the main board in Get Lost and Unsummon, so... Alright, game 2. Man, I really wish that wasn't an anchorage. Tempted the mulligan. I'm going to mulligan. This is worse somehow. A little better. So we'll put back a militant and a sanctuary. See what our opponent starts like. They took 1 mulligan, so we're not completely trashed here on a mull to 5. Llanowar Elves on 1 is bad for us. Cavern on Soldier. Recruitment Officer down. Thankfully we drew a second untapped land, so we can at least play these Brightblade Stoats on curve. Just have to hope they don't go Lord, Lord, Lord. Elves have so many Lords now. Botanical Sanctum and Leaf Crown Visionary. There's the first Lord. Okay, but that's all they had, so that's not too terrifying. I'll definitely swing in with my Recruitment Officer here. So on a block, I am totally fine with that. We just need to draw threats, basically, for the rest of the game. We've got enough lands. We don't really need any more lands. So if we can just draw decent creatures for the rest of the game, we might be able to still pull this out. Lion's Elite is aggravating because they can just draw. And we can't attack through Dwyann's Elite. Fortified Beachhead. Okay, let's get this Pathland out of the way. Play Brightblade Stoat. See if we can get them to make a poor attack, forgetting that 2 first strike creatures still can block a bigger creature. Every once in a while people make that mistake. But I mean, every elf they play now draws them a card pretty much, so we're in trouble. Oh, goodness. That was the worst thing that we could have hoped for. Oh, they forgot. See, I told you. Oh, they might have a pump spell. Oh. Okay, see, I forgot. Alright. Game 3. There's no way we're coming back from that. Boop. Let's get him. We're on the play this time, so we got a better chance. Not mulligan to 5. Should have just kept that first hand. I just wanted to be more proactive, especially on the draw. Like, see, this is not even that fast, but... I'm gonna take some mulligan. Is that just a thing? Just mulligan until you have Llanowar Elves in your opening hand? A little decline. I don't feel like showing them what I have yet. Yavimaya Coast for the opponent, and Llanowar Elves, of course. This time I will reveal Harbin, because I'm going to play Harbin. I'm just going to have to see if we can outrun him. We've got Get Lost, so we can get rid of one Lord. He goes Elvish Archdruid here, we might have to just get rid of it. Which is not a good feeling, so I'm kind of hoping he plays Leaf Crown Visionary. I'm fine with it. Let's play Mentor of the Meek. Get him for free. Playing Mentor so I can possibly draw a card next turn if I don't find myself needing to get lost something. Lion's Elite is frustrating, but it's not the end of the world. Opponent draws. Opponent plays another Sentinel Steward, draws another card. Alright, let's do this. I don't think we need to draw since we drew another playable, so we'll play this. Put the counter on Mentor so that we can actually block something. Go for 3. Opponent's at 9. We're still at a healthy 20, so we can remove the Leaf Crown Visionary at a key moment. That could be very helpful too. Opponent's going to draw. I don't know why they're tapping their creatures unnecessarily right this second. There's an Elvish Archdruid. Needs to go for sure. Opponent gets in with their Lion's Elite. I'm just going to take the 4 here. I think that might do it. Let's go ahead and draw. And then Get Lost the Archdruid. And they have to block with their Leaf Crown Visionary now. No, I don't even think that'll save them. I think they're just... No, they have to block at least one thing. They're down to 1. We get a soldier, so we've got blockers again. We're at 16, so they'd have to play multiple lords here to get over the top of us, which is not impossible. When it says GG, we got it. All right, soldiers bested elves. Nice. Lorenzo. All right. Time to play some aggro. Time to play some aggro. This is not the aggro that I really want. This is a little bit better. We will keep. We'll put back the anchorage, I guess. For now. Jagged Barrens. Well, that was rude. Soldier. Dryad Militant. I've really been liking Dryad Militant because the Azorious, like, Jin Eye decks are still around, and at the very least, Dryad Militant shuts off the Jins, especially early in the game. No attacks. Just gonna flash in the reinforcements on their turn. Clockwork Percussionist, sure. And Hopeless Nightmare, sure. What are we discarding? Tough choice. I guess Siege Veteran is probably our worst card right now. We don't have the mana to cast it right this second, so that's important to note. Untapped land here would be great. That is an untapped land, and it even lets us cast Unsummon, which is kind of what we're looking for. So we will play Valiant Veteran. And we will bounce Fear of Missing Out and get in. Be aggressive. Be aggressive. Alright, opponent gets a swamp off the top. They want to replay Fear of Missing Out, though. It's most of their turn. Raid's Arisen Nightmare. You got me. I will not sacrifice an enchantment. When it keeps 2 on top, that's probably bad for us. Now let's play Mentor here. Man, can I afford to not be aggressive? I think I have to be. But if I draw Harbin, this is literally lethal. Let's go like this. I don't think sacrificing a creature is worth 2 damage right this second. Especially when it makes it so that top decking Harbin doesn't win us the game. Fear of Missing Out. Opponent's gonna discard. They discard Urbrask's Forge. That's fine. Do they have something else to play this turn? Getting rid of our Valiant Veteran is annoying. It's not the end of the world, though. It is annoying. It's upsetting that it gets exiled, but, I mean, what are we gonna do? Alright, Right Blade Stoat. So at least we get to draw a card here, which is nice. Another land is not what I was looking for, but we'll take what we can get. Spiteful Hexmage, sure. Nice little combo with Braids. They can sacrifice that curse roll token, draw a card off it. Need a Harbin, man. They keep removing our stuff. It's not gonna matter. Final Vengeance gets. That's not the choice. Definitely should have gotten rid of Mentor there. Is it worth getting rid of Braids? Probably. We'll just take the 2 from fear of missing out coming back again. Nope, they don't decide to do that. I wish that was a creature, but it's not. We'll let them go to combat first. Corner plays a mountain. And enduring courage. Boy, I wish that wasn't there. Go ahead and get rid of that. Hey, a creature we can draw cards with. Draw. Get lost. We can't cast it though. No attacks. This is gonna be tough, especially because everything they play has haste now. Block fear of missing out now, which is nice. Unless they start pumping it up with the map tokens. Spiteful Hexmage. It's like the opponent's thinking about map tokens. Now they're sacrificing stuff to Rotten Viper. Alright. On to game 2. Alright, so what do we care about? Ghost Vacuum stops their delirium. Surge of Salvation is really good. And then I guess Disdainful Stroke. So we don't care about Unsummon in this matchup. Dryad Militant can come out. And then we'll curve... Mentor. We can take Mentor out. Because it's really bad with cut down. I mean, all these things are bad with cut down, but Mentor specifically because it doesn't impact the board at all the turn it comes into play. And man, I don't know what else to take out. But I really want maybe just 2 Disdainful Strokes. Alright, let's get him this time. Play first. Good hand. A few too many lands, but... Ghost Vacuum right off the bat is nice, because you can start picking off their... Alright, Resolute Reinforcements was a fantastic draw. Get our scry on. We do not need more land. So thank goodness for that. And next turn we can play Ghost Vacuum and Knight Errant. Want to get them for 1 with their Percussionist. Do we see Fear of Missing Out or removal spell? It's looking like removal. They're going to sacrifice the Clockwork for Final Vengeance. And they found a 3rd land. Alright, so decline, play Warden. Play Knight Errant. Take these. We can Ghost Vacuum next turn. We don't need to start exiling stuff right this second. They play their land. Play Spiteful Hexmage. And they're going to get rid of our Knight Errant. Another Final Vengeance. Making their Hexmage a 3-2, that's fine. Alright, Fortify Beachhead, fine. Let's go ahead and play Siege Veteran. Play Ghost Vacuum. Counter. Harbin is great. Counter. Get in there for 3. Pass the turn. Swamp for the opponent and Enduring Courage. I wonder how that works. Can I exile that before it comes back? I think I can. Now I wish I had removal. But I think we're good regardless. I should have exiled something at the end of his turn. Don't make that mistake if you're playing this deck. 1/1/1. Other Siege Veteran on top, that's fine by me. Counter on Stoat, so that we've got that first strike blocker. Pass turn. He may attack with the Enduring Courage because he doesn't care about losing it, but I doubt it. So if we play Snake here, I think we're okay. I think Snake would be rough, but there's Braids, so the Brightblade Stoat having 3 power is really big here. Spiteful Hexmage, sure. Puts the Cursed Roll on itself, okay. Alright, opponent is choosing to do nothing, so let's go ahead and exile the Percussion. This should be GG. I mean, if he draws a way to stop Harbin, then that's rough, but counter on Harbin, counter on Stoat. Attack with everything, everything gets flying. GG. Alright, now we just gotta get game 3 and we're good. Alright, game 3. Let's do it to it. What's on the play, so definitely a big advantage, but let's look at hand. Blazemire Verge and Hopeless Nightmare, sure. Sure to Get Lost. Get Lost is not super fantastic against them anyway, because it gives them things to sacrifice. But I'd like to keep one. You're missing out. And discards Enduring Courage. Ghost Vacuum, that's a nice draw there. So we'll play Recruitment Officer. Play Ghost Vacuum. Snatch that Enduring Courage. That'll be good later. No attacks. Especially because every creature that we exile with this, if we ever get the 6 mana, all the other stuff will get +2/+0 and haste, so... Oh, Pyroclasm. That's why we put the 1 card in, but we didn't draw it, so... Fortified Beach, decline... I don't know why I declined that. That wasn't smart. The opponent has removal. We can get them to use more removal before we play the Sky Strike Officer, though. That's good. So let's go ahead and exile the enchantment. I think we just hold on to this get lost for a snake. One top, one bottom. Swamp. I'm gonna get them for 2. We're down to 13. Surge of Salvation is good, but we don't have enough mana to back up the Sky Strike officer, so we just gotta hope. We can exile our own recruitment officers out of the yard if they don't. If we're not too worried about their delirium count. I'm not gonna block because if they have Torch the Tower, then they don't have to sacrifice anything to get rid of our officer. Alright, so let's go ahead and exile our recruitment officer. Alright, so I'm feeling pretty good now. So we got Warden of the Inner Sky here. So we can kind of start rebuilding. We've got Surge of Salvation, so that'll protect us from future pyroclasms and even just targeted removal. So the opponent only having 2 cards left in hand. Here soon we're going to start being able to draw with Sky Strike Officer, so honestly I'm just going to let that go. Not worth it to save. Sky Strike Officer is much more valuable. He did have that Torch Tower though, so if we had blocked he would have been able to. So I'm gonna go ahead and I really don't want to waste it on fear of missing out. I'm just gonna take the 2. Need to draw some lands, so we only got 2, so let's go ahead and keep getting creatures under this. So that could be a win condition eventually. Cavernous Soul is the land. A soldier, not human. So we're gonna get in with Sky Strike Officer, make another dude. Type of Hex Mage, sure. Disturbing Mirth. Okay, well at this point I'm gonna go ahead. That's enchantment, right? Sacrifice another enchantment or creature. So yeah, so if we get rid of Spiteful Hexmage, it forces him to either sacrifice Fear of Missing Out or just lose out on the draw. He sacrificed it, so hey, we just basically managed to get rid of 2 creatures for 1 card. Nice. Now he does have snakes still, which is annoying, but he can't play it this turn unless he has a land. Clockwork Percussionist. We still have Surge of Salvation to protect our Sky Strike Officer, which it looks like we're going to need. Alright, we're all in. He gets the Manifest Dread, which is annoying. We need lands so we can get these ghosts back. Get this Ghost Vacuum. All right, so let's Ghost Vacuum. Hit the Fear of Missing Out. Right Blade Stoat was a good draw. Like a soldier. I mean, I don't know if I should draw this turn or not. I feel like I should. What are the odds we die if we do this? Let's not. We don't need the land. Like, it's supposed to, because I just, like, if we draw a land and then another land, we get the, like, activate the ghost vacuum. But I think at that point I'm being greedy instead of smart. Okay, well, they're sacrificing their map tokens. That's good for us. Enduring Courage on top. That's fine. What could that creature be if he flips it? Land. Greedy freebooter, that's fine. If he attacks, we'll definitely just block with one of the soldiers. If he does flip it, it's a Spiteful Hexmage. That doesn't change anything. Alright, so we 100% just block, and then tap the 3 soldiers, draw a card. Knight Errant of Eos is great. Exile his Spiteful Hexmage. Alright, so let's get in with the Sky Strike Officer. Tap, tap, autopay like that. Resolute Reinforcements times 2 feels pretty good. We'll go ahead and play another Ghost Vacuum so we can really get our exile on. So yep, plays Enduring Courage, that's fine. Doesn't do anything this turn, so. We are going to be able to start drawing a lot of cards, though. So let's go ahead and just block this and get it out of the way now. So it's not a threat. Exile. Where'd it go? Hexmage. And then with this one, we'll start exiling their like enchantments and stuff. There's a 5th land. All right, we're getting there. So soldier, get in there. Slowly but surely. Pass the turn, and then we'll play both these reinforcements, draw a buttload of cards, and we should be able to get there. Clockwork Percussionist is not going to save them. I don't even have to block here, but I will. Nope, opponent's being smart. Alright, so reinforcements. Reinforcements. Tap, tap, tap. Tap, tap, tap. And we found that card, or the land, so tap, tap, tap. Just draw 3 cards. Oh, that's just a few lands. Let's get one more creature. Knight Errant. That should be GG. Okay, we found all the lands. Put the cursed rolls on our 1/1 soldiers. Just a few Enduring Courage tokens. Discard a card, draw a card. GG. The Ghost Vacuum win. Oh man, alright. Almost a mythic. Mr. Kingy. Mr. Kingy. Opponent goes first. This is not good enough because we need 2 lands at least. Mulligan, this is better. What do we put back? Depends on what they're playing. Honestly, I think we have to put back Harbin here. And just look for another one with Knight Errant. Cavern on Soldier, Warden, see if that lives through the turn. Because Harbin's only good when we can get his buff, so we're not doing that anytime soon. Stoat. Get in for 1. Is this life gain combo or something? just toast. Enduring Innocence. Okay. Let's go ahead and try to draw 2, hopefully. There's another Harbin. Well, if our opponent doesn't start messing with our stuff... Oh, okay, there's a removal spell. They started touching our things, that's how we know it's there. No, they didn't use it though. Cavern on... I keep wanting to hit human. Another Stoat. And a Valiant Veteran. See what they choose to hit with their removal spell. Probably Veteran. It doesn't hit... It doesn't... Like, they still lose Enduring Innocence. This does slow down our Harbin plan, but... not terribly. Authority of the Consuls is annoying. Marauding Blight Priest is annoying. Alright, so decline. We're gonna play Mentor. Yep, they're gonna gain a life. We're gonna lose a life. Channeler grows bigger. Yep. We're gonna draw a card. Officer. We're gonna get in there with Knight. I mean, they can give the Essence Channeler flying, so let's think. I think this is the right play. Because we don't get to draw a card. Oh, I messed up. Knight Errant is not a soldier. Oh, I'm so glad that they made that mistake. Oh, I made a boo-boo. Get Lost is great. Don't do that. Knight Errant is the only non-soldier in the deck. Okay, so now everything is soldiers. Now we're good. Now, if they want to block, we just get rid of it. So, GG. All right. We won through the play mistake. Don't make that mistake. Knight Errant is not a soldier. All right. So what do we got? So it looks like life gain combo probably. So what do we do against that? Surge of Salvation doesn't really stop it. I think honestly, like maybe Disdainful Strokes over Dryad Militants. To counter the vampire. Doesn't feel very good, but a really obnoxious combo. And it's very easy to pull off. This is a good hand. Tap land for the opponent. We'll start off with Recruitment Officer. Always play Recruitment Officer first unless you think you can actually tap Warden on 2. What it takes to get lost, makes sense. Alright, so we're gonna decline. We're gonna play Harbin here because that blocks their Deep Cavern Bat at least. Authority of the Councils, which is annoying, but it doesn't really do anything. So let's go ahead and get Cavern down on Soldier, play Warden, play Veteran. They gain some life, but they're going to lose way more. Alright. Malicious Eclipse. Doesn't ruin our life, but it... Okay, yeah, it does. Oh, wow. Ouchie. That hurt. Enduring tenacity. Literally just doesn't even help us to get rid of it, but I'm not going to just leave the creature there. Soldier, let's go ahead and activate this and get in there for 3. We just have to hope they don't have it. Oh, there it is. Okay, so we're just dead. Unless we draw a removal. Unsummon one time? Nope. Alright, well I'm not gonna sit here through a million pings. Is it Disdainful Stroke? It's probably honestly not. Maybe it's Invasion of Gobakon is better. Because that can actually hit smaller things. Let's do it. Play first. This is a little slow. Really slow. This is better, not a lot better. We'll get rid of one, get lost. Attic Waste. Authority of the Council, sure. Get our Stoat down. Case of the Uneaten Beast. Opponent's just going ham. Alright, let's get Mentor the Meek down so we can start drawing cards next turn. We really need some good draws to get... Valiant Veteran was a good one. So Soldier, I'm gonna play Valiant Veteran instead of Siege Veteran. Draw a card. Fortified Beachhead. Let's get in for 6. We just have to save this get lost for the combo. Glimmer, Day of Judgment. Wow, okay. Yeah, we'll reveal, play Sky Strike Officer, leave up, get lost. I mean, all this life gain won't mean anything if they can't get to their combo, so we can just hope. Vampire. Really? Well, I guess at this point, we hit Case of the Uneaten Beast. Because that actually triggers it on their turn. So Siege Veteran. Counter on Sky Strike. Get in and make a dude. It's annoying because they're gaining more life than they're losing here, but we've got to start rebuilding a board. Alright, well, I mean... Harbin... Like, we could win. Put a counter here so Malicious Eclipse doesn't get Harbin. Take another dude, they gain some more life, but this time we're at least making headway on damage. And then if they don't do anything, we can activate Soulstone Sanctuary to make it a creature, and then Harbin... No! Oh, that's so frustrating. How are they getting away with playing this much board wipes in a creature-based combo deck? This is awful. Well, Harbin's a good draw, so we'll take it. Can't attack because they can just block with the 5/5. Golly. Well, I mean, at least sheltered by Ghost, of course. Alright, so I literally need an unsummon here. Or a get lost. More lands. So, I mean, like, we're getting lucky with them not being able to hit stuff they need. The Marauding Blight Priest, so there's part of the combo. Taking 7 here. No bueno. There's the get lost. It helps. Not a lot, but it helps. It's hope, I guess. Onan is definitely getting unlucky with their draws, but I mean, they've got more map tokens to smooth their draws now. They're just a bloodthirsty conqueror away. Another go for the throat. I say another, that's the first go for the throat they've found. Well, another Harbin is decent. Get rid of one of their combo pieces. And now they top deck a go for the throat, which is totally fine, so go ahead and attack with Harbin. Let them get rid of it. Yep, play another Harbin. We'll play the reinforcements on their turn. This is so grindy, but we can still get there. Enduring Innocence doesn't save them by any stretch. It does start letting them draw cards when they draw small creatures, though. Soldier. Alright, let's start whittling away their life total a little bit at a time. Another authority does not help them. I mean, it does, but... Let's get in. Opponent's gonna block. We'll pump with Beachhead. Or not. We'll just take it. We'll pump with Beachhead anyway. Alright, opponent's down to 12. We're getting there. Enduring Tenacity. Alright, so... Is that enough? Not. When it's gonna block, we're gonna pump, which at least gets the Tenacity off the field of the creature. They go down to 6. And then we get lost when they... Oh, we don't have enough mana to get lost, so they're gonna gain the 2 life anyway. Oh, wait. Did we get there? Did we get there after all that? No way. No way! That was the grindiest game and we won! What? Oh man. Oh, the opponent had to have gained like 50 life that man, that was crazy. That was a good match. Alright, and we're back for the post-game wrap. So, 20 matches, we came out with a 65% win rate, but I will disclose, you can see here there's a little gap in where my matches are. I actually had, this would technically be 14-7 because the game I won to get to Mythic for some reason didn't record in the tracker. So technically I played the 20 matches just to have 20 recorded matches here. But I did win my way into Mythic with this deck. You can see there's only one match missing, and that is the match that didn't record for some reason. So 65% win rate that I can show, but one match that I did win in addition to the 13 here. So it's really good. The deck is awesome. It's very aggressive. It's resilient. It's got a lot of game against just about everything. It's better than a lot of other aggro decks because in a lot of cases we can just go over the top of them. The Brightblade Stoats having lifelink has been huge. Unsummon has been really, really good. Just being able to protect our stuff and bounce things out of the way. I really liked Mentor the Meek. I wasn't 100% sure if I was sold on this at first, but I've really liked being able to, you know, draw some cards whenever I play small creatures. Just kind of makes drawing a recruitment officer, you know, later in the game not feel so bad, or a warden, things like that. Soulstone Sanctuaries were great. I am 100% sold on this land and any kind of typal deck that can support it. It's great, and it was very helpful at making sure that I always got those points of damage in when my opponent least expected it, and I just can't recommend this deck enough. It's really fun, and if you have been missing that human soldiery feel in Standard lately, well, here it is. So if you enjoyed this as much as I enjoyed making it for you, I hope you'll take a quick moment to hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Every single one of those helps. I do also offer memberships now, which will be soon including members-only live streams. There's access to a members-only Discord where you can speak to me more directly. And in certain tiers of my membership, I can even work with you directly on decks that you'd like. If that's a way you'd like to support the channel, you are more than welcome to click that join button. But otherwise, your subscription and your watching this video is more than enough. So I appreciate you, and I will catch you in the next one.